It's all downstairs. The market is my larder.
You can be sure the chefs from nearby Castle Martyr Hotel also do their shopping here. Set plumb in the middle of East Cork's rolling countryside, today's hotel began a good 800 years back as a castle, whose ruins now uniquely lie side by side with the magnificent country manor which sprung up in the 18th century. Today's five-star hotel dining tradition benefits from the great game hunting and fishing history of the surrounding forests and lakes. After a day's archery or clay pigeon shooting, it doesn't get better than retiring to the silk-lined walls of your stateroom with views of the lakes and meadows through touch panel curtains. As opulent as the interiors are, however, the outdoors keep drawing you to further adventures. A carriage ride was the only way to travel through the revolutionary wars and goings-on which shaped Irish identity. But if London has its clued-up cabbies, Castle Martyr has its all-knowing coachmen.
Roy, I believe the land and the castle once belonged to the Knights Templar.
The castle here was lived in by Henry II and Strongbow I of the Geraldines here in Ireland. It was cannonballed in 1647 by Oliver Cromwell, and it has been lying in ruins since.
Roy was, in fact, speaking English. Having attuned her ear to her guide's local dialect, Salamina now benefited from his knowledge of playing the local links course, amongst other essential local information.
Now, the manor house was built roughly around 1705, 1706. It used to be a boarding school, and now it's the main hotel for Dromoland. So you have three different parts. You have the old, which is the castle, the manor house, and then you have the new extension of the hotel built on that. So you have three different time periods, all connected to make a lovely, very nice hotel in Castle Martyr here.
To conclude our journey, the region's swan song is one which attracts visitors from across the known world, and which many credit for the Irish having such a way with words, whether in their love of poetry, love, politics, or argument.
Legend tells us that kissing the Blarney Stone at the top of Blarney Castle gives one the gift of eloquence. And of course, as a presenter, that skill is vital, so I'm puckering.
A significant seat of folklore, it was built in the Middle Ages by one of Ireland's great chieftains, Cormac McCarthy. Several American presidents have come here seeking the stone's legendary power. But no matter whether you're a humble busker or the US Commander-in-Chief, anyone wanting to benefit from the stone must go about it the same way.
Lay back now. Put your hands in the bars, okay?
Okay.
Both bars. Pull your body in now and slide down to the bottom stone, okay? Keep going in. Take your time now. We'll get the pictures. Very good. Well done, lady. Very good. Very nice.
But would the effects show immediately?
Here on the top exists a wondrous stone, which to the tongue imparts a softening tone. I don't know if it's working. I'll leave the gift of the gab to Michael Moore.
Sure Travel puts you in the picture this week. Make memories that last a lifetime with holiday packages from Sure Travel. Details on the website and in Top Billing magazine.
Hearing that Sure Travel had uncovered another gem of a getaway for us, we began our right royal journey north aboard Etihad Airways, 2009 World Travel Awards leading airline. Thoroughly spoiled all the way, we arrived in Ireland fresh as a field of clovers, to a place where the River Meg is packed with trout, the land fat with the best of Irish produce, and the lodgings, well.
What better way to experience Ireland than to live like a lord or a lady? And to do that, one would need a little manor house, like this one. And I'm going to call it home for the day.
Here in the quirkily named County Limerick, the Adair Manor Hotel and Golf Resort is built in a style quite on par with its unusual sounding location.
Sarah, hi.
Great to meet you. You're very welcome to Adair.
I can tell this house has a fascinating history.
It certainly does. It was built in 1832 by Lord Dunraven and his family, and he had some very funny ideas when it came to architecture. So architecturally, it doesn't make an ounce of sense. It's a mishmash of lots of his favourite ideas.
An inscription on the exteriors pays tribute to all those who built the manor. It was a very timely commission, providing jobs and saving lives in the midst of the Great Irish Famine.
Another feature of the house is that it's built as a calendar house. There are 365 windows, one for each day of the year. There are 4 towers just at the very top, one for the seasons of the year. There are 7 pillars in reception, one for each day of the week, and we have 52 chimneys, one for every week of the year. So we're just missing the reference to 12 for the months of the year, but I'm sure a sleuthing guest will figure it out someday.
You can call it the folly of the landed gentry, but somehow it works. Whimsical gargoyles guard the inside, and those 7 arches also for every day of the week stop just short of turning this manor into a Gothic abbey. Long before the 1990s British trend of converting deconsecrated churches into homes, this homeowner took the grand scale of public buildings, added the best interiors and creature comforts of the age, and produced a home to rival any of the 3 monasteries or castles in the area.
This is one of our oldest rooms in the manor. So as you can see, all of this detail is original to the house. So you have your beautiful fireplace and the gorgeous carved ceilings, and obviously this beautiful bed.
It's the authenticity of everything you touch, which no modern hotel could hold a candle to. After 18 holes on the famous local greens, it's hard to beat coming home to a long, hot soak.
Now, so this is your bathroom. So as you can see, it's quite large and it has some lovely features, such as this fireplace here. It gets quite cold in Ireland during the winter, so before central heating, these fireplaces were essential for keeping people warm. And then, of course, you have the beautiful view onto the front of the manor to the French formal gardens, so it's absolutely amazing.
As is the local town of Adair, voted Ireland's prettiest village. But we were after more traditional entertainment.